This is the watch that started it all for me. It's called the Logo, Panerai Logo. I did a film called Daylight, and it was going to be the toughest film ever. And I wanted to wear a watch in the film that no one had ever seen. Then I saw in the corner these boxes stacked up. I go, what is that? He goes, it's one of our watches. You know, they used it in the military. I go, can I look at it? Sure. I open it up, and boom, this comes out, and it was almost like a golden glow. I said, this watch is a star. This watch is a star. I asked him, I said, has anyone ever worn these watches in a film? He goes, no, I don't think so, no. I said, I'm taking it. So I strapped this on my wrist that day, and I didn't take it off to the end of filming. I wore it in the movie, and immediately it started to catch on. And then right after that, Arnold Schwarzenegger started wearing it. I went, Jesus, can I have anything that's my own? I said, no, I'm kidding. And it became very, very, very popular, and people started seeing this extraordinary shape and what it could do. And I said, my God, this watch has been underwater and through hell, and it's just still gorgeous. I mean, really, this thing has been through it. Just watch the movie, you'll see what I mean. It was a tough shoot. I wanted something different for the last Expendables, something incredibly unique, and this certainly is. So I called Richard Mille and I said, hey, what do you think? And he goes, really? I go, absolutely. He goes, well, it's a very high-end watch. For a mercenary, I go, they're very successful mercenaries. He can afford it. So we sent it over, and I wore it, and we used the red straps in there. It's so obvious and so extraordinary in the film. People are constantly mentioning this watch. I think it got more attention than I did after the film. It just was a star. This one served me well and has been through hell. All those battle scenes, all those extraordinary stunts, this is what I was wearing. This is a truly amazing watch. We call it the Skull Watch for obvious reasons. It's an unbelievable piece. Every time I wear this watch, people, oh my God, how is it possible you have a tourbillon behind the skull? I said, because Richard Mille's a genius, that's why. I wanted this watch so badly, and they said, well, they're pretty much gone. They're that rare. I think they only did a few of them. So I ended up contacting Richard Mille himself, and he's such a gentleman. He found the last one. I've worn this thing with pride. I still have mixed feelings about giving it up, but I thought, okay, I've had a good time with it, and now it's time for someone else to wear it with pride, and this is the Skull Watch. This watch was designed by Richard Mille on the basis of speed. It's named after a world-class sprinter. And I have to say that this watch is probably the only watch that looks like it's moving when it's standing still, the Yohan Blake. I mean, it looks fast. It's like an animal. And I said to Richard, I go, what are these lines here, right? And he goes, it's when a sprinter comes out, his fingers, it's like so. Isn't that incredible? So literally, this watch has a sprinter's movement. This one is a showstopper. I mean, when I bought it, I wore it one time, and I guess it was photographed by the Daily Mail or something like that. 6 months later, I went to Europe, and I was on vacation, and literally I walked into a restaurant, and the maitre d' goes, oh. I go, what's the problem? He goes, I thought you would wear the Yohan Blake that I saw in the newspaper. I said, no, I keep it packed away. I don't want anything to happen to it, but thanks. This is what you call star quality. This one has it. This is a real piece of engineering. This is the RM-025. Richard said he was going to design this based on action movies, Rambo, Jungle, for explorers, men of action, soldiers of fortune, things that, in other words, outdoors. This watch is amazing. Opens up, there it is, incredible. And then it just keeps going. It has places for quinine pills, compasses. In other words, you would have to be a real amateur to get lost in the jungle with this watch, okay? If you can't find your way out with this, then don't go to the jungle. This is an amazing watch. It's the Rambo of watches.